management system process. Even SharePoint's fine for this, or Wiki, like Wikipedia. Loads of tools out there. Probably the systems that you're using already have some kind of documentation process. But the important thing is this: have a documentation culture. Document how the business works. So imagine you've got a big folder and you open it, you do A, B, C, D, and you've got a process. Then it's not in your head. You get hit by a bus, somebody else can follow that process. To start the process, just create a document. At the top of it, write the name of the process and write down the top 3 steps. So for example, where we're going to document making a cup of tea. Create a document called process making cup of tea. Step 1, boil the kettle. Step 2, add the water. Step 3, add the tea bag. Step 4, milk. Save. The point is now it exists as a process. Okay, there's loads of steps missing, like we need to put water in the kettle, or we need to go and buy tea bags or whatever, but the point is that the process exists. Then you can move on to something else, and then maybe someone else in your team will come back to you and go, well, this process is no use. One thing you can do with process documentation, which I really love, is create a Loom video. And you can use Loom for free. I use it all the time to create documentation and quick videos for customers. Highly recommend Loom. You can just work through the process, talk through it as you're doing it. It doesn't need to be professional standards, it's just for you and your team. But then you've got a process. You can embed that Loom video in the document. And then later on, somebody else or you can break that steps down till eventually the document's finished-ish, and you've got a step-by-step process. So it's really important to have a document culture in every business, because otherwise it's all in your head. It relies on you. If you're not available, nothing can happen. Make sure you're using tools like Loom. You can use Otter.ai to document the process as well. You can just talk if you want. But the most important thing is starting the documentation. Once you've started it and you've got a whole load of documents, it's so much easier to bring that all together. So think about when you're creating documentation, you've got to get it started. That's the most important thing. And then using a tool, getting it finished, that will come with time. I hope that's helpful. Thanks very much for watching.